Hello, campers. It's so good to see you, and so glad that you've listened in and are watching. We know that we're saddened like you are that we can't have camp this year, because Steve and I really enjoy camp, and I know all of our staff does. But because of this unfortunate time that we live, we're just not able to be together. So we have decided that the best way we could do this is to record these lessons and that you could watch them. And I'm going to welcome you to story time. This period of time that we're going to spend together today is a part of our story time. And if you've been to camp, you know that about 10 o'clock every morning, in between our Bible classes and crafts and also our skits, that we have story time. And since this year we're talking about the resurrection, Steve's going to be teaching you that in Bible classes throughout this week. But as we think about the resurrection, one of the ones that we think about a great deal is the resurrection of Jesus. And truly we are blessed because Jesus arose from the dead. And so I thought that while we have story time together this week, we would talk about some stories about the events of Jesus Christ. Today I want us to talk about the event of Jesus' birth. Now I'm sure, campers, at your age that many of you have heard of the birth of Jesus, that you know that our nation and actually the world has chose December 25th as the birthday of Jesus. And every year people remember Jesus and Jesus being born as a baby in the stables and laid in a manger. And those things are good. Jesus was born here, and he did come as a baby. But in our story time for today, I want us to think about God's plan in Jesus' birth. I don't know if you realize this, but do you know that Jesus was planned to be born? Actually, God planned to have Jesus born in this world before God created anything. Before the earth was made, the heavens and the earth was made, before anything was made, God had already decided he was going to send Jesus. As a matter of fact, two apostles of Jesus tells us, the Apostle Paul in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1, and also the Apostle Peter in 1 Peter chapter 1, tells us that God had already planned to have Jesus born in this world before he created anything. Now I don't know about you, campers, but for me, I don't know why God did that other than the fact that he loves us. You see, God knew that we were going to have troubles with sin when he created us because he knew Satan was such a problem. And God chose to have Jesus born in this world. Now, God had to make plans for it, but God chose that Jesus was going to come. In those plans, I want you to realize, campers, that God planned every part of it. As a matter of fact, as early as the book of Genesis, in the story we read about Adam and Eve, remember how Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit? And as they did, they sinned and they hid from God. Well, as God talks to them, God does curse man and woman because of sin. And there's some problems we have because of sin. But right before God talked to Adam and Eve and told them what was going to happen to them, God promised Jesus. And we see there, it's actually in Genesis chapter 3 and verse 15, that Jesus was going to be born of a woman. Well, we know that as we read about the story of Jesus, that Mary was the one that had Jesus. You see, God made all the plans for Jesus. As a matter of fact, we find that Jesus was going to be born of a virgin. And as it was, which meant a very special conception, a very special way in the way that Mary became ready to have Jesus, to have him, give birth to him, that God had made plans of how they would know. One of the things we do at camp is we learn the books of the Bible. The Bible is divided into two major sections. There's the Old Testament and there's the New Testament. The Old Testament tells us about the beginning and how everything was created, but it also tells us about the plans for Jesus to come, the Messiah. The New Testament tells us about the Messiah and talks about Jesus' life, even talks about Jesus' death, his burial, and his resurrection. But as we look at that, God in the Old Testament made plans for Jesus to come. All of it was God's plan. I don't know if you know this or not. Well, first of all, before I say what I'm going to, let me ask you a question. Where was Jesus born? Well, I hope that you say Bethlehem. Well, do you know that wasn't by accident? Do you know that God planned to do that? There's a prophet that didn't write a whole lot in the Old Testament, but his name is Micah. And Micah said that Jesus was going to be born in Bethlehem. Now, campers, here's the reason I'm telling you all this, and why this, and hopefully to make this interesting, is I want you to know that everything that God did through Jesus, God planned. And particularly when it comes to the birth of Jesus. Jesus was born in the exact time, place, everything, just as God said. As a matter of fact, with that, in the Old Testament, God gives over 300 clues, 300 things for the people to look at. Now, not all of them had to do with Jesus' birth. However, every one of the things that God said Jesus was going to do, Jesus did. And Jesus was born into this world. He was born just like you and me. He had a mom. That was Mary. And Mary gave birth to Jesus, just as God said. Now, as we look at that, in our next story time, we want to talk about, well, not just the next one, but the next three. We're going to talk about different events of Jesus' life. And look at Jesus' life. Because you see, all these things make a difference when it comes to the resurrection. As we talk about the resurrection this year from the New Testament, it is all possible because of God and what God has done. So as we think about the birth of Jesus, and we think about the night that he was born, the shepherds in the field, and that they're told by the angels that Jesus was born, and as they went back and saw Jesus in the stable, how he was laid in a manger, that they were able to see Jesus and he was born. And then sometime later the wise men came, not that night, but we find that the wise men came later. But all of it was because of the plan of God. With none of this could what we have be possible. So tune in tomorrow as we continue to look at Jesus during story time.
Good morning, campers!
Good morning, Ryan.
Hi, my name's Ryan. Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Kara. And we're doing silly songs for you this morning.
Woo!
Woo! Alright, I think we should warm up though before we do our silly songs with some finger push-ups. What do you guys think?
Good call, good call.
Think so? Can you lead us?
Alright, I know it's tough. It's Monday morning, but let's get it. Ready? We're going to start out with one finger. Ready? And go!
Ooh, feel the burn.
Oh, I haven't worked these fingers like this and
I know, since last year at camp.
I know.
Ooh.
Kind of weak.
All right, ready?
You think we can go to two?
I think so.
All right,
do it.
2 fingers.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, feel the burn.
Oh man.
Whew.
My hands are
3
getting
fingers.
tired.
3
Ooh,
fingers.
3. Woo.
Oh man,
Ooh.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah. Do 4. 4. I don't know. I don't think I can do 5.
I don't think
I don't think I can do 5. I don't know.
Let's try
Oh,
5.
Ooh, we're doing it. We're doing 5. 5 finger push-ups.
finger push-ups.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Are we feeling warmed up?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
man.
I'm warm. Well, let's start with. What do you guys want to start? What song?
I'm feeling whatever you're feeling.
Whatever I'm feeling. I'm feeling Austrian,
Okay.
or as most of you know it as the ostrich song. So. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountaintop high, when along came a cuckoo bird and interrupted its cry. Ole-ya, ole-ya-ka-kia, ole-ya-cuckoo-cuckoo, ole-ya-ka-kia, ole-ya-cuckoo-cuckoo, ole-ya-ka-kia, oh. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountaintop high, when along came an avalanche, interrupted its cry. Ole-ya, ole-ya-ka-kia,
oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, oh yeah, kakia, oh. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountain top high, when along came a grizzly bear and interrupted his cry. Oh-lay-oh, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt, oh yeah, kakia, oh. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountain top high, when along came a Jersey cow and interrupted his cry. Oh-lay-oh, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt.
Oh, we messed it up. Oh no.
All right, hold on. What's the order? It's avalanche,
Avalanche,
grizzly bear,
grizzly bear.
Jersey cow.
No, it's not Jersey cow.
No,
it's Saint Bernard,
Saint Bernard,
Jersey cow.
That's why.
Choo-choo train,
Then
pretty girl,
Then
Missed it.
Choo-choo train, pretty girl, father.
father, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Are we try it again?
So do we have to start all that back over again?
I guess so.
No, I
Oh.
don't think so. I think we can just pick it up right where we were at.
All right.
Because it's okay to mess up,
I guess
folks.
so.
It's okay. So we're gonna start at Saint Bernard.
Okay.
Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountain top high, when along came a Saint Bernard and interrupted its cry. Oh-lay-oh, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Oh yeah, kakia, oh. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountain top high, when along came a Jersey cow and interrupted its cry. Oh-lay-oh, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Squirt, squirt, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Squirt, squirt, oh yeah, kakia, oh. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountain top high, when along came a choo-choo train and interrupted its cry. Oh-lay-oh, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Squirt, squirt, choo-choo, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Squirt, squirt, choo-choo, oh yeah, kakia, oh. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountain top high, when along came a pretty girl and interrupted his cry. Oh-lay-oh, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Squirt, squirt, choo-choo, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Squirt, squirt, choo-choo, oh yeah, kakia, oh. Once an ostrich went yodeling on a mountain top high, when along came her father and interrupted his cry. Oh-lay-oh, oh yeah, kakia, oh yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo, swish, skirt. Squirt, squirt, choo-choo, bang! All right, I am out of breath, folks, but that's all right. What should we do next? We're thinking a little potato chip action?
I'm feeling some potato chips.
A little
Little
potato
hungry.
chip action? Okay. Potato chip, crunchy, crunchy. I love Jesus a bunchy, bunchy. Potato chip, crunchy, crunchy. I love Jesus a bunchy, bunchy.
There once was a woman
There once was a woman
that walked like this,
that walked like this.
but then she met Jesus.
But then she met Jesus.
Now she walks like this.
Now she walks like this.
Potato chip, crunchy, crunchy. I love Jesus a bunchy, bunchy. Potato chip, crunchy, crunchy. I love Jesus a bunchy, bunchy. There once was a man
There once was a man
who walked like this,
who walked like this.
but then he met Jesus.
But then he met Jesus.
Now he walks like this.
Now he walks like this.
Potato chip, crunchy, crunchy. I love Jesus a bunchy, bunchy. Potato chip, crunchy, crunchy. I love Jesus a bunchy, bunchy.
All right. Ah,
I think we can do a little washerwoman.
Ooh, okay.
Little washerwoman.
We being great this morning,
All
but
right.
okay.
Way down in the valley where nobody goes, there's a wishy-washy washerwoman washing her clothes. She goes ooh ah, and that's how the washerwoman washes her clothes. Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci Gucci, and that's how the washerwoman washes her clothes.
I think we can go faster.
Faster?
Definitely.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Way down the valley where nobody goes, there's a wishy-washy washerwoman washing her clothes. She goes ooh ah, and that's how the washerwoman washes her clothes. Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci, that's how the washerwoman washes her clothes. Faster? If you're feeling
Can we
it.
go a little faster? You might not be able to understand the words that come out of my mouth, but you'll see the motions.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. Way down the valley where nobody goes, the wishy-washy washerwoman washes clothes. She goes ooh ah, and that's how the washerwoman washes clothes. Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci, and that's how the washerwoman washes clothes.
I think we better slow it down.
Ooh,
Let's do that one.
I think we should slow it down, that's for
I'm not
sure.
fit for this.
Alright, lead us.
Way down in the valley where nobody goes, there's a wishy-washer washerwoman washing her clothes.
She goes ooh ah, ooh ah,
And that's how the washerwoman washes her clothes. Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci Gucci, Wally-ya-cha, a Gucci Gucci Gucci, and that's how the washerwoman washes her clothes.
Alright, I think it's time for the big guns. Time for the big guns
You think?
with Baby Shark.
Oh,
Baby Shark, let's do it.
all right.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. Alright. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mama shark do 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 do, mama shark do 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 do, mama shark do 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 do, mama shark. Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark. Grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark. Grandpa shark do 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 do, grandpa shark do 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 do, grandpa shark do 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 do, grandpa shark. Going swimming do 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 do, going swimming do 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 do, going swimming do 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 do, going swimming. Saw a shark do 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 do, saw a shark do 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 do, saw a shark do 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 do, saw a shark. Swam away do 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 do, swim away do 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 do, swim away do 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 do, swim away. Shark attack do 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 do, shark attack do 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 do, shark attack do 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 do, shark attack. Lost an arm do 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 do, lost an arm do 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 do, lost an arm do 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 do, lost an arm. Lost a leg do 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 do, lost a leg do 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 do, lost a leg do 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 do, lost a leg. Swim in circles do 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 do, swim in circles do 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 do, swim in circles do 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 do, swim in circles. CPR do 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 do, CPR do 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 do, CPR do 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 do, CPR. It's not working do 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 do, it's not working do 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 do, it's not working do 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 do, it's not working. Go to heaven do 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 do, go to heaven do 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 do, go to heaven do 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 do, go to heaven. Party with Jesus do 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 do, party with Jesus do 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 do. Jesus do 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 do, party with Jesus. That's the end do 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 do, that's the end do 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 do, that's the end do 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 do, that's the end. Woo! Wow, I think we're doing great.
I think we should start the morning off
Yeah,
with the pledge. What do you think?
yeah, I think you're right.
All right, let's go ahead and say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Stay tuned and we'll see you tonight.
Have a great day.